Hi Libra, welcome to Starchaeology Tarot. I am Desi. I am so thrilled, honored, privileged to get to connect with you in this way for your May tarot reading. I want to take a moment and call in your guides, your ascended masters, angels and archangels. This is good for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I encourage you to watch your other placements if you'd like a more complete picture of the unique puzzle that is you. Please check out those placements. We're looking for messages today, Spirit, that will best align Libra with their highest selves, their highest path, their highest good. Messages that will empower them, enlighten them, encourage them, and shift their mindsets and heart sets to the spaces they need to occupy in order to transform their realities into the best possible potentials. You play a role in that, Libra. You are more powerful than you know. And I hope this reading reminds you and rehearts you of that power that you have. What are the messages for Libra? Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. Wow, Libra, justice, exciting. Eight of Cups. Four of Swords. You're not the first sign this month, Libra, to get that Four of Swords as your advice for the month. I wonder if how this Scorpio moon is affecting all of us in that respect. Justice. It's going to feel like justice this month is coming out of nowhere, Libra. Like it's just coming out of the woodwork. You're not necessarily seeking it out. You're not necessarily looking to right a wrong or to, or for revenge in some way, or to put your case forward to make yourself be seen, understood, acknowledged. It comes to you, it falls in your lap this month in maybe an unexpected way. Maybe you'll be expecting it a little bit now because of this reading, but I do see this as just happening unexpectedly, almost like the seasons changing. The way that a season changes and it creeps up on you. That's how I see justice coming to you in this way. Some wrong being righted in some way. For some of you, it's a wrong being righted a way that you were wronged. So someone else righting this for you. For others of you, you'll find yourself righting this wrong without that being necessarily a firm intention. But you stumbling upon it because it aligns somehow with another path that you're on. I could see that happening, for example, some of you in feeling wrongdoing, being the victim of some sort of wrongdoing in a relationship, and then experiencing some justice through another relationship that coincides in a way. A very unexpected way, but it somehow unties a knot that was there from a previous relationship. So it's not even like a justice that's necessarily transactional, like between the same parties. It could be a kind of pay it forward justice, if you understand what I mean by that. others of you, the justice is actually you righting a wrong that maybe you felt that you committed. Which, for those of you in that camp, my hat goes off to you. That is not an easy thing to do. And I really do see some of you stepping up and being the bigger person this month and taking responsibility for the role that you played in something. It's not necessarily like the other person or other people, other party is completely innocent, but that's the whole point. It doesn't matter. There's something that rises up in you this month and you're like, I'm able to take myself out of the situation. I'm able to make it less personal to me. And that allows me to acknowledge the truth and to acknowledge how the scales need to be balanced. And that's what I mean by being the bigger person. It's like it's really an example of true, or no, I want to say it's a real illustration of growth for you. And so you feel like you're in this position where you want to right a wrong, or where you are making an effort to right a certain wrong. The obstacle in either you righting this wrong or this wrong being righted for you is that in order to do that, there has to be some sort of closure. There has to be some sort of physical action that follows the emotional nagging that you're feeling. Many of you, this justice is coming on the cusp of you having some emotional intelligence. And again, the justice is coming out of the woodwork. It's not necessarily that that's your goal, that's like the intention you have setting out this month. It's more so like your emotional intelligence, you're leveling up in that way. And because of that, this is like a side effect of that. It's like, oh wow, my perspective is widening in this way. I'm seeing the deeper levels of this. I'm seeing the nuance of this. And in the process, there is something that is justified, or something that a wrong that is righted. So in that process of gaining this kind of emotional intelligence, of having this emotional nagging, this feeling like, I don't have to do anything right now, but I feel like I know something's different within me. And there may be a temptation, Libra, to do nothing. This situation, for some of you, it's almost like the drama's died down. Like revisiting this might feel like I'm like opening a can of worms again, or I'm rehashing something that doesn't need to be rehashed, or I'm complicating my life in a way that I don't need to. Things look very simple on the outside right now. Things look peaceful. It looks like I'm, on paper, it's like things are fine. But you have this emotional intelligence about the situation that's like, it doesn't matter if things look like they're fine, or if this is like a sustainable place that I'm in. I know that I might have to initiate some discomfort if I want to grow from this experience, if I want to level up in a certain way. And again, my hat is off to you, because that is not something that's easy to do, to rock the boat for a more sustainable piece, a more long-term piece. Sometimes when we're afraid, we avoid rocking the boat because it happens to be peaceful right now. What we do is we cause a lot more chaos down the road. Sometimes a little bit of discomfort right now, being proactive about that discomfort, actually helps secure more comfort ultimately. So it is taking that kind of awareness and emotional intelligence for you to see this and acknowledge it. The obstacle is acting on that emotional intelligence. It is doing something externally that reflects the internal awareness that you have now. You have this emotional nagging. There's a temptation to do nothing about it, or to not change your physical world in any way. if you want this justice, if you want to feel this sense of justice, and be able to sleep peacefully in that way, then there needs to be action that follows the internal knowing. There needs to be an external change that reflects the internal change. So that's the obstacle this month. Wow. And I think for some of you, the internal change is mentally disengaging actually with something. It's like I'm setting an internal boundary here. And the advice is to make that make a physical boundary that reflects the internal boundary, that reflects the mental, emotional boundary that you're setting on the inside. Literally doing something doesn't necessarily mean you have to inform someone else of your intentions or like what you're doing. It's none of their business, honestly. But it is about you taking some sort of action that reflects what you believe you're doing on the inside. Four of Swords being the advice, it's really taking a rest. It's consciously taking a rest from something. So for those of you tempted to be like, oh, the action is some like big, gesture that I need to do. It's some big thing. It's like, no, the rocking the boat actually could be you saying no. It could be saying, I am not going to participate in this anymore. It's a tangible action you're doing, but it actually is resulting in you doing less, in you disengaging in some way, in you drawing a line between you and something, you saying no, being like, I am going to stop. Stopping is an action. And that is what the advice is for you here. This is a really fascinating spread to me, Libra. I would love to hear how this looks specifically for you in your life. So if you feel called to, open up in the comments below, share your heart and your mind with me. It's an honor to bear witness to what you offer, and I'm very grateful for it. If you found anything in this video helpful, one thing that was resonant and that was meant for you, please give this video a like. Check out your other placements and see if those are even more resonant for different areas of your life. You are a complete and complex, unique puzzle, Libra. So this is really just one piece of you. Check out your other placements, give those a like, and then if you haven't subscribed to this channel, turn those notifications on. I am trying to do more and more readings to support you on a regular basis. I'm doing that with the superhero support of my patrons over at Patreon, who are little by little giving me the resources and bandwidth to be able to do more of these tarot readings, a wider range of tarot readings, more in-depth, pick a pile readings for you, more specific topic themed tarot readings like about love, money, career, family, etc. Moon transit readings, daily card pulls, really you name it. So if that interests you and you'd like to be a part of that effort and really help support me in giving me those resources to help you better, please consider becoming a patron for a few dollars a month. Just check out the link below. I would be so grateful. I love you very much, Libra. I'm rooting for you as always, and I will see you next time.